All right, here we are, another Saturday morning, June, let's see, 17th. It's a pretty cloudy day, a little bit foggy. It might even rain a little bit. So, kind of worried about how many of these garage sales might not even open up. But it can also be good in the sense that you might have no competition because everyone else is thinking the same thing. Like, well, no one's opening today, so might as well stay home. So that leaves a lot more opportunity for me as a reseller to find stuff that I can flip for good profit and not be fighting with other people for the same thing. There's been times where I've been getting a really good deal on, say, a video game bundle, a PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, and a bunch of games. And as I'm negotiating, one of my arch nemesis, if that's the right word, came up to the sale. Someone I've seen at many sales and I know likes video games, started just bidding, like from behind me, trying to just annoy me and see if the seller would start listening to him. And she sort of did, but then she was like, no, he was here first and I got a good deal on it. But just stuff like that. So anywho, I will keep you informed here as I go along, what I find, how much I buy it for, and how much I expect to get for it. And we'll see you soon. Here's a little look at what the weather looks like. Well, we'll see what happens. A little wet, but not too bad. Plenty of garage sales still out here. So it's nice. Already got some great finds. I'll show you in a minute. So beautiful out here in the Amish and Mennonite communities of Pennsylvania. Always makes garage selling a little bit easier when you got natural beauty around you. Alright, so just made a pretty nice score. Got a Nintendo 64 with about 8 games, 5 of them with the original box. That is so hard to find. Super Smash Brothers in the original box, and a few other games like Star Wars, and this stuff is just so hard to find. And it was at a garage sale that wasn't even advertised. It was a very shady sort of stuff all over the yard, like redneck type of sale. But I was like, you know what? Some of these sales can net some ridiculous profits. And sure enough, I was hesitating. I even passed it by. I was like, no. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll check it out. All right, guys. So back home after a nice day of garage selling. These are some of my better finds. I was out doing some groceries. Garage selling for about, I'd say 3 to 4 hours. Hit 2 community sales and 1 sale on the side. Did especially well at that last unadvertised sale, as I mentioned in the last clip. So here we go. So this is what I was talking about in that last clip. Whenever you can find Nintendo games in the box, especially this guy right here, you're going to do really, really well. This game in the box, $100 to $130 on eBay. Okay? These other ones, I'll probably get 30 to 40 each. The Nintendo only had the AV cord, but I have a power cord and I need to add some controllers with it. And I'll probably sell that on Facebook locally for about $60 with a couple games. For all this Nintendo stuff, these couple games down here, I paid $40, and I figure I should be able to net about $250 to $300 from all that. So really cool score. Shoes are one of the things I do really well with, and they're always plentiful at sales. There's a couple pairs of Uggs. The one on the right was for $1. The one on the left which are much better condition, are $7. I should be able to get about, I'd say 60 for those and maybe 30 for those because they're a little bit worn. These were brand new Mizuno shoes. Apparently this particular model does really well. Might be able to get close to $80 or $90 for those, and I paid $10. North Face jacket, I always buy these. $5, a women's medium. Should be able to get, I would say 20 if I did it locally on Facebook, or maybe 30 to 40 on eBay. A subwoofer, people are always selling electronics, receivers, in this case just one subwoofer. I paid $5 for that. I'm going to get $150 to $200 for that. So always look for electronics. These two bags, just regular backpacks, but they're a good brand, the Swiss Gear brand, and I got both of them for $10, so $5 each. They should go for 30 to 40 each on eBay. Right here, got some cool vintage 1990s, I believe, G.I. Joe 12-inch figures. I like this guy the best, Cobra. He's a bad guy. And I'm going to lot them up 3 together. Probably sell them for, I don't know, 30 to 40 on eBay. And I paid $1 each. And finally, these phones here. You always see old phones, not old, but just phones at garage sales. I bought them for $3. Should sell them for, believe it or not, probably $75 or $80 on Amazon. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned a lot. Now you know some more things you can look for at garage sales. And if you'd like to comment or subscribe to my YouTube channel, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I'll see you soon.